All right, good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me all right? Cool. So we'll get started here in a few minutes. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone has their travel accommodations planned. Meetup coming up. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well today. We'll get started here in a few minutes. I saw Spider-Man yesterday. Morning, good morning. Everyone's doing well. We'll get started here in a few minutes. Yeah, Spider-Man was good.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, Steve? Good morning. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good.
Cool. Yeah, it must have been nice watching Spider-Man yesterday. Need to
Yeah, it
check it
was
out.
good. It was good. I thought the action scenes were pretty unbelievable, dude. Like anytime Spider-Man
Cool.
was doing Spider-Man things, they did an
Yeah.
unbelievable. It was almost like a POV perspective. It was really nice.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely
cool.
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's just crazy. Last I checked, it was like the number eighth grossing movie in history, and it had only been like out for, a week or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. I mean, look, I thought it was a good
Insane.
movie. Our eighth grossing movie in history. I don't know about that, but
Right.
I think Spider-Man's probably really big internationally as well. That's probably what's helping it.
Yeah. Yeah. Adults, kids, everybody.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to check it out.
So we'll get into it, guys. Give it a few minutes for everyone late to get in here, and then we'll get started.
Yeah, I'm glad to finally see some good movies coming out though. Seems like we were in a slump. Market cycle was bad for movies for a little while.
Right. Bright side is we have the meetup coming up this week. Probably will not be trading on Friday, obviously, and there will be no live trading stream on Monday because we're going to be trading at the event. And probably, I have to double check. I think Universal's on Tuesday, so probably no live
Yeah.
trading by me on Tuesday, and then I
Right.
train back on Wednesday. So I'll probably starting tomorrow Thursday to Thursday, I probably will not be live trading.
Yeah, and I've pretty much got the same schedule as you, Alex. I'm flying out Friday morning. We're doing Universal. It's pretty much the same. So neither one of us will be here.
So let's get started, guys. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to live trading. If this is your first time on live trading, welcome. We are using the webinars channel in Slack to communicate. We're not using the Zoom chat or anything like that. We also stream the first 30 minutes live on YouTube. So if you're new, we kind of show you how we build the watch list, what our game plan is for the day. And then at 9:29 a.m., we cut off the stream and reserve it for MIC members only. We have our 8th annual live trading bootcamp coming up this week, which I'm super excited about. A lot of great stuff. This year is going to be, I'm hoping, a lot more based on, camaraderie, having fun, and enjoying each other's company rather than education. We do a lot of education as well, but by the time you get to Sunday afternoon, it's almost like in one ear out the other, and I'd rather just kind of keep it more fun. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So coming into this morning, same plan as always. Every day that I show up, I do the same damn thing every day. So yesterday was a no trade day for me. A lot of stocks that were moving just didn't really fit my criteria. Didn't really make anything, too obvious for me. So I took a no trade day yesterday. Still up $69,305 for the month. All thanks to one really solid day on August 5th. But as you know, in trading, every single day that you show up, you just wait for your opportunities, right? You wait for the right setup, you wait for the right trade. A lot of people think trading is like a day job where you show up and regardless if you're watching YouTube on the job or if you're not really doing anything, you're gonna get paid, right? A lot of people have jobs where, they sit down, they twiddle their thumbs and they get paid. Trading is not like that. You don't get paid just for showing up. You get paid based on the opportunities that you see in front of you, right? And if there's no opportunities, there's no paycheck. It's like a restaurant. If no one walks into your restaurant, you're not getting paid for the day, right? And sometimes someone comes into your restaurant and, I don't know, there's hair in your food and your place gets shut down for investigations on, healthcare and all this stuff. So even then, even if you have a customer in the door, sometimes you don't make money, right? Same thing in trading. So what you have to remember is every day that I'm showing up, I'm trying to stick to a repeatable routine to show up and make money. That repeatable routine is literally what you're seeing right here. It's making the watch list, talking about what's working in the markets, and then trading the watch list. So pretty simple stuff. Let's get started today. So today's big mover is Moderna. You guys remember Moderna, the COVID vaccine company? Well, apparently they just found the cure to cancer, which, again, that's pretty crazy if that's true. I mean, stock is up 100%, which is a huge move. But, I mean, hey, I hope that it's true. I hope that's real news. I hope that's not some sort of BS, because that'd be freaking amazing. But in terms of something like this, I've seen so many times, dude, so many times, that pharmaceutical companies just keep going higher, right? This thing is up 100%, however many billions of dollars it's up in market cap. And what ends up happening is people try shorting it. People try betting against it. And look, at the end of the day, I don't know. My thought process is I've seen things go from up 100% to up 200% to up 300%. This may be a scenario where it just goes to 150 or it goes to 100. Doesn't that sound random? Yes, Alex, it sounds random. So don't you think that random price action gives random results? That sounds pretty smart. So don't you think it probably makes sense not to trade that? Good idea, right? So I don't need to trade every single stock that's moving. I don't need to be, trading the big cancer winner stock of the day to tell my buddies that, oh my God, did you hear I traded the stock that cured cancer? Who the hell cares? I care about making money. And for me, I would rather just stay away from something that I do not understand. I'm not a pharmaceutical person. I'm not a biotech guy, right? But a lot of people all of a sudden are going to be these biotech level people because they're like, oh, this thing is up 100%. It can't go higher. It can't go higher. I mean, look, it could go down. It could go up. I have no idea on this one. Because I have no idea. I don't want to risk my money on it. So that to me is just an ignore. So I hope, sidelines, I'm rooting. Hopefully this thing is real. But at the end of the day, I don't know. And I'm just focused on other things. Today's mover also is YJ. Shout out to James that went long this morning. So great job to James. This is a Chinese stock. This is a low float stock, and this stock doesn't really have much dilution. So all the warning signs are saying to kind of just stay away from this thing. So probably just going to stay away. What's my focus today? My focus is all the stocks yesterday that everyone forgot about. So we have PFSA that went from 7 to 32 down to 15 and now bouncing. If we could get a bounce 20, 21, 22, I would short that bounce. WeTo, we mentioned yesterday, what was the key area? $30. Why was $30 the key area? Look right here. Lo and behold, you can see bounced here, bounced here, bounced here. So $32, 32 bucks is obviously the key area. So if we bounce 32 bucks, I want to short it. So all the stocks that were trouble yesterday that people don't care about today, that people forgot about today, that is the edge. Hey, Alex, why are you giving everyone the edge if you know that that's the solution? It's because most people don't freaking listen. Most people are still going to say, I want to trade options. I want to trade Forex. I want to trade crypto. I could tell them the keys to the castle and somehow they think that some option strategy is a solution. So I'm literally telling you the strategy here, right? I'm telling you what to do, but most people are not going to listen. So that's my edge, right? Anyway, so any stock that's broken from the previous day, that's the one that I want to attack. As we're speaking, YJ is squeezing up higher. As mentioned, Chinese low float stock, in an instant, it went up $1 a share. So no thank you, sir. And I'm just going to stick to my boring stocks. Now, the thing about these boring stocks is sometimes they don't bounce. Sometimes they just go back to the hell that they started in, right? And if that's the case, no problem. But I want to make sure that my stock selection is accurate. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. And that's kind of my thought process. So coming into this morning, the first thing that we do is we always start by building the watch list. We build the watch list by always looking at the previous day's watch list. The reason why we look at the previous day's watch list is we want to see what stocks are moving the previous day so that we do not forget about it, right? So let's start. WeTo. WeTo, yesterday we mentioned key support area 30 to 32. Hopefully we get a bounce towards that area at the open. We could see some support here around like 27, 28. So I would say probably 28, 30, and 32 to short. WeTo, day 2, low-hanging fruit. Looking for a bounce. Scale it short. 28, 30, 32. Stock has wide range. Use less size. Once again, stock has wide range. Use less size. I don't need to say it a third time, right? Okay. Next, IPST. IPST, this one I mentioned yesterday that's kind of setting up the same breakout as WeTo. Literally should have just gone long because, man, what a great move up that was. Coming into today, I want to kind of see what this is going to do. You can see that there is some support in this like 1350 area. Every time it hits like this 1350, it bounces, 1350, it bounces, 1350, it bounces. So I kind of want to see what this stock is going to do. You can see that there is some resistance in this like 18-ish area, 17, 18. So it's kind of in the middle of the range here. So on something like this, I'll probably just wait for more information first. I'll wait to see if it pops and drops. I'll wait to see if it continues higher. So this is just waiting for more information first. IPST, Waiting for more information first. Next is SXTC. SXTC did a whole lot of nothing, so nothing there. SGLY. Oh wow, pretty big unwind on SGLY. If I remember correctly, this float was non-existent. You know, I think the flow was like 300,000 shares or something like that. And to me, that was a little bit too risky. Now it's kind of back down to lower than where it started, which is pretty unbelievable. So nothing really there. SLE. You know, SLE has just kind of been consolidating. You know, kind of just been flatlining. So I don't really like this flatline action. So nothing really there. PFSA. PFSA, similar to the above. Yesterday's hot stock runner, you know, ended up pulling back, reclaiming, and just going up, straight up. You can see that there is some support areas in the 20s. You know, you can see the kind of this 21, 22-ish area. So I'll probably wait to see a bounce towards 21 to 22. Look for a fail and then join that trend. Day 2, low-hanging fruit. Looking for a bounce toward 20, 22 to scale in short. If and only if it fails. Once again, stock has wide range, use less size. Once again, stock has wide range, use less size. mRNA, stock is out of my pay grade. Stock is out of my pay grade. So I will ignore. Just because it's up 100% doesn't mean it's a short. It can still go higher. YJ, main hot stock of the day, Chinese low float, ignore. Main hot stock runner of the day, Chinese stock, low float, ignore short. And then EHGO, EHGO potential money flow stock, EHGO potential money flow, ignoring short. mRNA is out of your pay grade, but not SanDisk or Micron. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't see SanDisk or Micron on the watch list. So, not quite sure what you're talking about, mysterious person on YouTube. So, this is the watch list so far. WeTo, IPST, PFSA, Moderna. Additionally, I mentioned this as well earlier this morning, is Locate 16 is officially available for Cobra Trading members. So if you are using Cobra Trading, there is now a new Locate route exclusively for MIC members only, Locate 16. This is a cheaper Locate route if the shares are available. So be sure to reach out to Cobra Trading support, request that Locate route, and get it set up for your account. A couple other stocks moving. XOS from yesterday. You know, this one was just kind of doing a whole chop, chop, chop. Now it's kind of gapping down. So again, not really much of interest there. You have to reach out to them. They will not automatically put it on your account because they have to verify your MIC membership. So it's not going to be automatically on your account. You have to reach out to them and they will manually put it. So overall, my main watches this morning are the broken, forgotten stocks from yesterday. So be sure to select the right stocks to trade. I know it may be exciting seeing YJ moving and EHGO moving, but I want to be very, very careful. Additionally, something that you have to remember, guys, is these stocks like WeTo, PFSA, IPST have major, major range. Major range. So don't be the guy that shorts at $20 and blows up at $21. You know, yesterday we mentioned that you should leave at least $1 worth of range on, you know, a $3 stock, but on a $20 stock, you might have to leave $3, $4, $5 worth of range, you know? So be very, very careful on these names. So I know a lot of people, when I put in a starter, they go full size, they leverage their house, they sell their Pokemon cards and go all in on the first entry, then they lose money, you know? So what you have to remember is a starter is just a starter. On an instance of PFSA, I will be okay if it goes to 30. In an instance of WeTo, I will be okay if it goes to 40. And if you are not okay at those levels, you are in too big. Most of the time, I find that people are way too big. It's like driving down the highway. Most of you guys are going too damn fast, right? Slow the hell down, you know? So at the end of the day, less is more. Take it slow. And just as a reminder, our 8th annual live trading event is coming up this week. It is a free event for Platinum Lifetime members. Really, really awesome. And excuse me. And the reality is that I am excited to go meet people. There's a lot of familiar faces. There's a lot of new faces. But additionally, the best part of this is we're going to be in person answering your questions, helping you guys literally for free. This might be the last free event we throw, seriously. Because it's starting to add up, So this might be the last free boot camp that we throw. So definitely try to make it down there. And yeah, with that being said, I'll pass the baton over to Steve and we'll get started here shortly.
Great stuff. So, talking about the boot camp, come in webinars and Slack. I'm posting everything there. But here's all the general information. Tickets, info. Obviously, if you're platinum, you guys can attend for free. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, reach out. Main thing is we still have a couple VIP sponsorship tickets left for the steak dinner with Alex and Dow on Sunday night. So if you guys want any info on that, or if you guys want to sign up, all the info is there. Or reach out if you guys have any questions in Slack or email stevenrh1@myinvestingclub.com. Cool. So real quick, just want to kind of post this before I get into my topic. We've got a Diamond membership program, and this is basically structured around Alex working with you guys in a small one-on-one type group setting. I think the group has close to 20 now, but there's also some kind of one-on-one calls and stuff like that happens. But basically the idea of the program is that, we're making money from trading. We're putting that into our kind of longer term swing investments. And, I get a lot of questions, or when I talk to members who have been around a while, they say, hey, I'm working on my trading first, right? But the thing is, a couple of years ago, I started doing this with Alex, and he's, obviously showed me the ropes, and it's been really amazing to say the least, and I'm super appreciative. But what I've been doing is just whatever money I had left over, every month or whenever, I would slowly put that in. And, I didn't need like a huge chunk of money. And some members say like, how much money do I need? Do I need this much or that much? As far as I'm concerned, and my kind of advice from what I've experienced personally and then what I've seen in the program is, if you guys just, have some type of money that comes in sometimes, trading or otherwise, what I've personally been doing is, like I said, just kind of dollar cost averaging into these positions. And every month I just put whatever I have left over in there that I could afford to put in there. Then it grows. And, I'm never one to really talk about growth or profits, but it's really nice having that additional kind of stream of income that's just passive income. Trading is kind of in the heat of the battle, an hour or two a day, but that stuff is always just there kind of growing long term, So anyways, we had a member join this morning. I think now we have one more spot available for the month. So reach out if you guys have any questions on that or if you want to join or anything like that. We'll be happy to help you guys out. Cool. So I want to, let's see, we got about 7 minutes. I want to get into this topic. Let me post this. Okay. So I want to talk about, and I know I talk about this, once in a while, but this is a really big one. I think I get a ton of DMs on this, and this is kind of geared towards helping you guys out because, it's it's on getting our winners bigger than our losers, because, you know, what I realized when I was new to trading is, you know, I would chug along, you know, 50 or $100 a day. Like one bad day, there was like 500 plus, right? And I would like lose, you know, a week or more of work. And long term, it's really tough to get over and become profitable when that's the case. So I heard a really great webinar from Austin years ago, I don't know, 6 years ago. And he was kind of doing this example where, you know, he would go through and show you that, hey, look at all your P&Ls, look at your, you know, how you did daily, weekly, monthly, and then take out, you know, your biggest or your top 10% biggest losers, right? And when we did that exercise, it was saying it, you know, is meaningful, but when you actually see it, it's really clear as day that those bigger losers are really hindering our progress, right? So once I got better at kind of managing that risk, getting my winners bigger than my losers, and cutting the losers, you know, it was really a game changer. So I get a lot of DMs on this. This is kind of what we're focused on, you know, in the Discipline Workshop with managing our risk and keeping our losers small. So I'm going to post this. I'm going to post one chart example that I have, just a recent trade that I had on Jewel. And then I think it'd be kind of fun if you guys have any trades where you feel that you added to your winner well, feel free to post it. Or if you want my thoughts on how you could have done better adding to your winner, feel free to post it. If I have a minute or two after I get through this, we can go over it. So here's a trade on JWEL I took like, I think last week. And this one, you guys could kind of see that, you know, when we got below VWAP and we broke that kind of 420 area, that's when I got more aggressive with adding more size, right? So anyways, that's just kind of one example. So like I said, if you guys have any examples, feel free. And I'm going to go through this topic real quick, and I'll be happy to look at your charts after. So, you know, we've got a 30% rule. 30% rule says that we're never size more than 30% into our trade unless it confirms under VWAP and under key support. So what is 30%? You know, Alex did a really great deep dive on this earlier in the week. And below my kind of topic here, I posted the position size calculator to kind of help you guys figure that out. But basically, what this is saying is, you know, until the trade confirms, you want to keep your sizing small. And 30% doesn't mean it's always 30%. It means that's the max. But the key is first we need to know our sizing. So we need to know that, you know, if we're new or not consistent, you know, that number should be really low. If you're consistent, you've been around a while, then you obviously know what that number should be. But whatever your kind of dollar risk amount is, you want to convert that into shares. You want to know that on this particular trade, my max shares, for example, let's just say you're brand new, okay, should be 100 shares. Let's keep it simple. So that means you're never more than 30 shares on, unless it's under VWAP and confirmed. I personally prefer something like 10 or 20%. Sometimes it's 30%, but the rule is 30% max, right? So if the trade confirms and is moving in your direction, meaning you're green on it, like you could see my example below on JWEL, and it's under VWAP, if you're short, then you could add more size, right? Pretty simple example, I think. When we add more size, we want to avoid adding more risk. So we do that by lowering our stop. So using this example on JWEL, you know, initially I had a stop kind of above, I think it was like 530, you know, 5 basically with a little wiggle room, so I had a 530 stop. Once we got below that kind of 420 area and under VWAP, I was risking a VWAP reclaim. I was not risking back to 530 with the 530 stop. So if this thing had reclaimed VWAP, I would have cut it right away, right after those ads. So I hope that makes sense. So the idea is we're adding more size, but you know, we're keeping our risk minimized or even lowering our risk in some cases, putting the risk at around break even, which kind of looking at this trade, that would have been pretty close to my break even area, right? My average. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So like I just mentioned, ultimately we want to be at a point in the trade where we're guaranteed to have a green trade. This happens after we've taken profits and or have adjusted our stop to break even or better, right? So basically, if the trade is green going in your favor, it's under all the key support under VWAP, then you could be adding. You want to just kind of be lowering your stop. And this is kind of art, a little more than science. I mean, once you have enough practice, you get good at it. It's kind of a developed skill, right? So some other keynotes. Every trade you enter should have a full plan, complete with your risk amount, your entry area, all that kind of stuff. That's why we say, we posted the position size calculator. I call out the discipline workshop. That's exactly what we're focused on in the workshop. If you get stopped out only to see your trade work, consider giving your trades more room if that happens often. Your stop should generally be set in an area where if hit, your trade idea is no longer valid. And I think I kind of covered these other points. So I don't see any examples. Next time I'm just going to wait till you guys post, then I'm going to talk. But if you guys have any examples, feel free to DM me. I'll be happy to go over them. You guys listening in, if you guys have any questions you guys want to join on a discount, feel free to email me, StephenRH1@myinvestingclub.com, and we'll be happy to get you guys in on a 30-day trial. Thanks, guys. I'll pass it back over.
Cool. Market's gonna open here, so we'll end the stream on YouTube and get